You might think pop these days is all about talent shows like The X Factor, Pop Idol and Fame Academy, but there was a time, we now call it the 80s, that spawned an era of pioneering pop artists whose influence is still felt today. No surprise then when veteran poppers Pet Shop Boys received their award for outstanding contribution in music at this year's Brit Awards. But despite still going strong, Neil and Chris doubt they would have lasted long on the X Factor.
But we would never have come up that far. Can you imagine us? We'd mope out there and go, what am I going to do? Oh, I can't be bothered, I'm not doing it.
I think it promotes a very limited, formulaic view of pop music, really. I think it's best just regarded as a game show that doesn't really have anything to do with music.
Turns out though some did pretty well. Leona Lewis or Will Young, anybody?
So I think really you've got to prove yourself as an artist. It's a way of getting started, but there's loads and loads and loads of people falling by the wayside. I mean, think of the hours and money that's been spent on all these television shows and the handful of artists. You couldn't even fill one hand with the artists that come from it. So it's not really about music, it's about television.
So Pet Shop Boys and the X Factor. No chance of a collaboration? Ever?
I think we'd quite like to be the theme for the day.
Yes,
I'd quite like that, where they all sing Pet Shop Boys songs, and then
We
we
give a
go along and sit at a
masterclass.
piano and tell them, what to do, all that business. I'd quite like to do that. And if you're-
Now, Mr. Cole, there's an idea. The Pet Shop Boys are up for the X Factor. So you better make that phone call quick before they change their mind.